Hello, Just Too Good here, back from the review, and we're taking a look at the main LEGO Friends Jungle Rescue set, which is set number 41038. It's called the Jungle Rescue Base. Has 472 pieces, 2 mini dolls, and it retails for $60 in the United States. Now, these are just showing up in stores, and you can find them at your local LEGO store, hopefully if you live in the United States. But if you live in Europe, you can probably find them by now. So now let's take a look at the packaging. And here's a box for the set. Really one that pops out because the colors really kind of pop out with the border right here, and the set is displayed really well, so I do like that. Onto the back, it shows some of the play features, which are really kind of cool. And you do get 2 instruction booklets. One is kind of small, and the other one is really kind of big. And I just have to say, before I start, going into the build and whatnot, I am going to be showing in this review that little display right there. They kind of show in the instruction booklet too, but I don't want to go into that, where they have all the sets together, all right? So stay tuned for that if you really want to see that build. But now let's take a look at the mini dolls. All right, so here is Andrea, and this version of Andrea is exclusive for her torso and her legs, which is really cool. She doesn't have an exclusive face or exclusive hairpiece. She comes with that little bright walkie-talkie that we get in basically all the other LEGO Friends Jungle Rescue sets, and she also comes with this bow on top. Really cool minifigure for exclusive printing alone. And now on to the next. Next up is Stephanie, and this is the first time she's appearing in the LEGO Friends Jungle Rescue line, just like Andrea. She has this little first aid kit right here, which does come in a few of the other Jungle Rescue sets. You also get this little walkie-talkie, the same one that Andrea has, an exclusive torso printing, but not exclusive legs. Also, this little nurse hat on top, which isn't new or anything like that, but it's nice to include that in the set. And her hairpiece, that's from Stephanie's beach house. So that's really cool. And now onto the actual build itself. Alright, so the first of the builds is kind of this little medical rack. And I do like how this came out. They give you this little bag of kind of medical pieces, just I guess the same as the Heart Lake Pet Hospital from 2012. And basically, they have these little clips on the side so you can put the little pieces on. So you get this little clipboard, this little stethoscope, and whatnot. And it really came out really cool because they put these little wheels, and then basically it's just a moving rack. Also on top, you can see they put this little monkey right here, which has some exclusive coloring to him. So he is exclusive to this set. Very nice to get. And you can see the molding of some of these pieces are really cool. And since I didn't have it before, I'm really happy I got these. So those are the first 4 molded ones, and then the second 4 molded ones. So these aren't new, but they're really kind of hard to get. So that's really cool. And now on to the next build. And the next build is just this little raft for the panda. You can see the panda right there is really, really adorable. He has some nice new printing on him, which is cool. And then you get the raft right there. Nothing really special on it. Then you get this little bamboo stick for the side. And then there's this little raft right here, which has this really cool molded, I guess it's a molded inflatable boat, which isn't new, but the coloring on it, which is this kind of lavender purplish color, is new for this mold right here. So the molding, I guess the casting of this is exclusive to this set. You get this little banana inside, which is really nothing special, but you could see, you could put one mini doll on there to kind of drive the area. And it kind of works just by, putting their little hand right there. And there's this little sticker right on the front with this little first aid symbol right there, which is found basically on the whole Jungle Rescue line. So a really cool little boat, just another build to throw in, and it's nice to get it in that new color. And here's the Outhouse Build, a really cool build. I love getting outhouses, but it does have one major flaw. You can see the front has these 2 little swinging doors, which are always nice to get. They don't come around too often, but you can see inside they use this new bowl piece, which is from this year, in white, which isn't exclusive to the set, but still nice to get. They have basically a little sink in there, and on the side they have this little shower right here with a hot and cold button. A little green panel right there, which doesn't come in too many new sets. And on the side right there. And on the top, there's these 2 stickers right here. Or 3, sorry about that. And the only major flaw is that there's no back roof right here. So if Matthew wanted to look at one of the friends going to the bathroom, he could just look in there and then he could see them. So that's kind of gross, but it is a huge flaw if you ask me in terms of design. But other than that, really happy how this came out, especially with the shower and the toilet. So here are the main builds. You got this little tree tower right here. Then you got the actual research lab itself. But you can see they're connected by just this little part right here, which is basically a little zip line. So that's really cool. And we'll get more into that play feature later, but you could easily deattach that part right there just by pulling that off, and then you got your separate builds right there. So we'll take a look at each one individually, and we'll start with the little research base right here. Actually, a really kind of cool build because you got basically everything you need to sustain life in this little area. Just looking from the outside, you got these cool little torch builds right here with the new ice cream cone piece with a little flame. So that's really a kind of a clever use of that. An MPU, nice part usage. You also got this flower pot on the side, and they do use these new molded flowers for Lego Friends on there. So you could just kind of stick that in there like that, and it kind of falls over because it's not very easy to stick in. Also, they have this little ladder design right here, which is just a sticker, so it looks kind of weird because we usually get molded ladders, but nevertheless, just a nice little detail. And that would be where you stick the zip line, or you could even stick it on the bottom right there if you want. And on the back, you got the whole area, and there's nothing on the bottom, but there are these nice little pieces right here. These archways in this dark orange color don't come in too many sets as of late. And you can see there's these 2 beds right there, so you can't fit really all 5 of the friends plus Matthew, which would make 6. But you do kind of get 2 for the 2 mini dolls in this set. Also, you get that little table right back there with some food in it. You got a little cherry, a cup, and it looks like salt and pepper. Also, you got this little sink right here and what seems to be an oven with a stove on top. So that's really cool. And going on to the side, you got just your side part with a little flower or whatnot, just some side detail, and then back to the front. One detail I really liked is that there was a fan on top of here. That's a cool little detail. And on the top, if you look at it, you do get some animals. But the top has, the little roof right there has these 2 stickers with the first aid logos from Lego Friends Rescue, Jungle Rescue, I mean. Also, you get this little chameleon right here, which is the same one that I think comes in Jungle Falls Rescue. And also you get this little macaw, I think it is right here, which is the same one that comes in another set. I think it's an animal pack. So you could also kind of raise the roof if you want to because it is on these hinges, but the tree goes into the way, so I don't know why you would do that. So that's kind of it for this rescue base right here. One nice last look at it. And a lot of the pieces do kind of fall off because they're not solidified in place, which is kind of annoying, but it's all right. And also, if you go onto here, you got the actual tree base, which is a really, really cool build. Let me just pop that back on. So the tree base itself is all on this little kind of aqua blue plate, which I think came out really cool because that coloring for that plate is not too, I guess, common. The only other set it comes in is the, what is it called? The Jungle Falls Rescue set, which is another Lego Friends Jungle Rescue set. And you can see there's this little slide right here. And this slide comes in one other set in this color, which is I think it's the Princess's Play Castle from Juniors. And if you look on the side of the tree, you got kind of a rugged design with some nice bright orange pieces, which don't come in too many sets that often nowadays. And you also got a vine. You actually get 2 vines in this set on both sides. And then you got what would be the little zip line, but you could just kind of attach that to the last building we took a look at by putting it right there. And you can see on the side right here, there's some more little, flowers and whatnot, and even some, like a little ladybug and butterfly. And now we'll go to the top right here, which is really well done too. It's all on this little plate right here, which is nice to get in tan. And you got a little map right there with right next to the telescope, which is not a printed piece, but rather a sticker. You got some more tree detail right there with these little branches of leaves. That's about to fall off, so I'll just let it fall off. And then you got what would be the little zip line, and you could actually raise and lower it any way you want. So you can make it tighter and more smooth, or if you want to loosen it up, you can make it, just by kind of making the winch go the opposite direction. Then on the top, you got the little rescue sign right there. So that's really cool. And we'll take a look at how the zip line works exactly. I kind of showed it a little bit, but basically you can see that's part A and then that's part B. That's where the winch is at. So what you need to do is just kind of put a mini doll holding onto it. It would be better if they held onto it with both little arms, but I just wanted to make her still hold the little walkie-talkie. So what you need to do is, you hold them up here, and they just go down like that. So it's a little bit anticlimactic, but you'll have lots of fun if you kind of make this at different heights and whatnot. So you can make it like that. If you put it tighter, they're more easily or more easy to fold down. But if you put it like this, they're just kind of going to stay there. So you can make it as kind of amazing as you want. You can make it like an epic explosions and whatnot, or you can make it just a slow little ride. So that's what I really like about the zip line. And that's really it for the build itself. Let's take a look at the build with all the other Jungle Rescue sets, and then we'll take a look at the final verdict. Promise, here are the sets all together, how they're displayed on the box and the instruction booklet. Yeah, it's a little bit dark because my light box is actually too small for this display, but you can see right there, it looks really cool. Well, it may not look as cool as at first. Once you turn to the side right there, yeah, it looks really cool. It's actually really expansive. Unfortunately, they don't have the outhouse anywhere in the picture. But you can see you have this basically whole adventure area that kind of connects all together. Yeah, there's no Technic pins, but just with the placement, you can see this river carries all the way down here to the research base. Then you have the base that connects right there. So maybe you could just pop the outhouse like right here or something like that. But it looks really, really awesome. Tell me which one of the Jungle Rescue sets you want me to review next, because I have them all except the Jungle Treehouse, which isn't advertised as a connection to this whole area. Now on to the final verdict. Overall, while I really love the structures in this set, and I love the play features, especially the zip line, because I've been meaning to get a Lego zip line for a while, the price in the United States really kind of, I guess, hinders this set. It doesn't make it completely unbuyable, and it's still a really good set, but the price is definitely the worst part of this set. I mean, if you take a look at the pound, I think it's 45 pounds in, Great Britain, but when you take a look at the United States price, which they're usually the same, this is $60. So the size of it is really for a $45, $50 set, because it has 472 pieces. So if it was $50, I would have been fine. But $60 is kind of a lot for, kind of a smaller structure of a set. Like a $60 set is like, Heart Lake High, which has this whole building. But this really only has 2 segments. Still, the segments are really, really well done. I really like this part right here with the tree, because the tree itself is kind of cool. It has kind of a rugged design that would look like it's in the jungle, and it uses some new bright colors like this vine piece and these, so that it does appeal to, the Friends crowd. I guess the Friends demographic likes light colors because they include them in a lot of Friends sets, but also it could still be used in the jungle perfectly because bright little colors are found in the jungle. And the structure is really solid. It doesn't fall over or anything, and you got this little slide right here, which adds to the playability. And I love that zip line. I usually don't like it when they use string or whatnot, but I think it fits perfectly with the zip line. You could easily take it apart or whatnot. And then this little building right here is actually really cool too. It's just kind of a place where you could rest your mini dolls and kind of, the actual research base itself. But it works perfectly like that. You got your little beds right there, and you got a little place to make your food, which is a stove in the back. And you even got a little table right there. And then you get this bathroom right here, which the bathroom itself is really cool because I love getting Lego bathrooms. I don't know why. It's just such a weird thing to get. But, it's really necessary for mini dolls and minifigures. And we tend to get them a lot in Lego Friends sets, which is great. So you got basically everything you need to basically live. And I like that. I really like that about this set. There's some awesome pieces. In particular, I like how they include the purple slide, which was only in one other set, which was a junior set. I like how they have this purple boat right here because that's exclusive to the set in that color. Also, the mini dolls have exclusive torsos and legs. At least Andrea has exclusive legs and whatnot. And you get a lot of these, I think it's called dark orange or bright orange, I'm not entirely sure, little bricks right here, which some of those are exclusive. And yeah, I really like this set. I think it's a B+. Wish the price was better in the United States in particular, but the build and the play features really make up for it. So that's really my feelings on this set. I don't know if it's going to be my favorite sets of this year, but it's really shaping out to be because I've been playing around with it a lot. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later. And also, the date for the live stream should be announced very soon, so I'll see you all later. Bye.